So there's a difference between doing your job and common sense.
There's a very good chance that you may be going to jail. Transferring you back, please.
What's up, guys? It's Greeny. Welcome to The Last Rant. Today, I got an interesting video that I came across, and it's a recent incident at an airport in Stuart, Florida. Police versus security guard. Who has the authority here on private property? In this video, you'll see a little bit of police overreach. And I'm going to walk you through a little bit. I'll take a few breaks. It was a longer video. I cut out all the parts where there was no dialogue just to speed it up. So it's about a 10-minute video. I may stop at a few marks in the video just to point a few things out. And this is one of those incidents where I was actually able to go in and find out what the disposition of this case is, because it's been settled already. We're going to watch it. I'm going to find out from you guys what you think should happen, what you think was done right or wrong. And then I'm going to let you know what actually happened. So it's kind of like a little game we're going to play here. Let's get into it.
204, sir. Open the gate. 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 Yes, you can, because I'm stopping that vehicle. Either open the gate or you're going to go to jail.
I'm going to go to jail? Okay, hold on, sir, because I just have to call my supervisor.
So what happened is the officer observed a car run a red light. The car entered a secure facility on private property, which happened to be an airport. And there's a guard there. The guy, they have a code. They can push open the gate. The car went in that the officer was trying to stop for a stop sign violation. And the gate shuts, the officer pulls up, and he can't get into the airport secured parking area.
There's a very good chance that you may be going to jail.
Nah, it's a chance that I'm going to jail because I didn't want to let him in.
It does not matter, sir. I was affecting a traffic stop and affecting an investigation. She can go to jail for impeding.
What, but you just said you was trying to make a traffic stop.
Ma'am, were my blue lights inside? Was my blue lights on?
So it would be obstructing, not impeding. Impeding is a traffic ticket when somebody's like blocking traffic or going too slow. That's impeding. So just point that out.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
So I'm the on-duty supervisor.
Yes.
Is there a reason why you didn't let an emergency vehicle on the road?
Because usually I have to, usually I can't just, let anybody in. So
Anybody? It's a marked police car with blue lights on.
Not anybody, but...
Man, you're about to go to jail.
I'm about to go.
You're about to go to jail. For obstruction. You don't have the authority to stop fresh pursuit in the state of Florida.
I thought about just going through it.
So you hear that? He thought about just going through it. Can you imagine, me as I'm a retired chief of police, if one of my officers on the road crashed through the gate at the airport to go after a guy that ran a stop sign? So this is a traffic offense. You have to understand that there's a difference between a traffic offense and a serious felony or something. Sometimes when you're doing traffic, you don't win them all. Sometimes the people get away, okay? Stop signs, speeding, you don't get them all. Sometimes they disappear, they get away. It's not that serious. It's not that big of a deal. They're acting like this is a wanted fugitive or something. Now, I could see if the person just was involved in, and somebody was deceased and they had to catch this guy, he's a threat to the public, then bam, I could see going through. But I mean, if I was the chief and my officer rammed the gate to get after a guy at the airport that ran a stop sign, oh my God, that guy be fired.
If the person is inside the property, yes.
He was already, the employee was already on site.
This is going to have to go to the top.
The employee was inside.
Huh?
You have a...
Huh?
You're not in a car.
Is it 2020?
Just clarify, the vehicle came in here.
Vehicle comes in here, runs a stop sign. I was on my other traffic stop, Dixie cutoff, runs a stop sign. I come down all the way down Dixie trying to catch up to it. It turns off of here, and I'm still a decent ways behind it. but I'd been stopped right here. And truck pulls through.
What do you mean stop right there?
If this gate would have stayed open, the truck would have been stopped right here.
Oh, look, the truck was right here?
Yeah. I don't have enough for him to be moving.
What's your supervisor's name? No, this is Corporal Lee with the Stewart Police Department. Yes, sir. Our officer was attempting to overtake a vehicle that was pulling into your parking lot. As the vehicle pulled into the parking lot, my officer was behind it with his blue lights and sirens, and your security guard shut the gate on him and refused to open up the gate for him to effect a traffic stop. No, she is. She's directly obstructing a law enforcement action. This is not NASA. This is not a facility that has restricted access during a law enforcement action.
He says that she shut the gate. The gates open and close on their own. You know, people come in with their card or the code, whatever they do to get into the gate, and then the gate shuts. So when the officer pulls up, he's not her boss. He can't tell her open the gate. You know, it's not like she shut the gate on him. The gate shuts, and she's not obstructing by not pushing a button and opening it for him. She's just not doing anything. That's not obstructing. She's, you know, in her place of work doing her job. We'll get into a little bit more of what I think the federal rules are for an airport.
No. Yes, sir. But I would understand if this was a fully marked police car with its red and blue lights on.
Yeah, we're not here for this place.
Oh, no. But you have to understand that you still have to follow the law. That's kind of common sense that you don't shut a gate on the police officer in performance of his duties. Yeah, they had just let the employee in which the police car was just behind it catching up, and then your security guard shut the gate.
I know, shut the gate. And it's on.
Yeah, see, she didn't shut the gate. It closes
What, you didn't
itself.
open it for him?
Okay, so
She
the
doesn't
person
have
was
to.
already inside, and then all I seen was like
Yes.
just come like here. And
Yes, sir.
by that
But if
time
it was like a
gets
medical
shut,
emergency or something like that, wouldn't you open the gate?
I would still have to call.
No, I don't think you understand.
It's a pretty bad argument, the medical emergency, because they would have been the ones that called and knew that it was coming. You know, somebody would have to call medical to come to the airport.
And you have to follow the law.
Yeah,
That's what
like that. You wouldn't let us in.
What's so for?
So that's the issue, sir.
Let me ask you.
The officer
What time do you all
by
get
law
police
can
here?
enter this facility during a fresh pursuit of a
This
vehicle,
time,
and
all
you
the time,
hindering
or,
that
you know, by chance?
is obstruction.
All different time?
Okay. All right. So then here's the thing. You're going to need a new security guard here in a second then to come to the gate because she's going to go to jail for obstruction. For obstruction. No, that officer has already ordered her to allow him inside, and she refused. So no, she doesn't have that. No, that's not how this works. Okay, I will call you back. Let's go.
Oh, girl?
Yep.
Change money back, please.
Morning.
Zero 1010.
Hello?
Miss Sherry, this is Corporal Lee again. Is there any? Do you have another security guard on scene that you can send to the gate?
I'm the supervisor. I'm doing coming to relieve her, and I'm 45 minutes away from her. I'm getting ready right now to come.
Can you imagine if like they take the security guard away from the airport, like how the upper brass is going to react to that, and the mayor and the management from the airport, that if they left no security at the airport, just continue on. Let's continue on.
I'm supposed to be there at 6 o'clock.
Okay, so there's nobody else here.
There's nobody at all. I'm the only one that can come over there to relieve her.
Okay.
And I won't be known until 6.
Is there anybody in Dower here that can come up here and take care of this for you?
Right. I just spoke to the safety guy. The safety guy we live in the same area. We're both trying to get there as soon as we can.
Okay, but there's no. Is there a manager on site for Dower right now?
Right now, no. It's just the employee over there, and then as far as like manager that can come and relieve her. I mean, she really going to jail because she's doing her job.
So there's a difference between doing your job and common sense. If you shut the gate and refuse law enforcement entrance during a fresh... This isn't like we just showed up for an investigation. I would understand it like if we showed up for an investigation. This officer was actively following a vehicle into the property, and she actively left the gate down and refused to open it for him to continue to his law enforcement action.
Yeah, because that's what we was trained for. That's what we was told. We're not supposed to let you guys in until we ask questions what's going on. We have to ask questions, and then we have to follow protocol. Because even me, as a supervisor, of course, I will have done the same thing, and then call the safety people or the HR people, asking for green light, and they'll tell me what to do to follow procedure.
Okay. All right. We are going to work this out right now, and we'll get everything figured out, okay?
Well, I'm trying to be there as soon as I can, sir.
All right. Thank you.
As soon as I can. All right.
What do you think?
All right.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
You're going to NCA her for resisting without?
Yep.
For the obstruction. Okay, and then we're going to let her go. So get what you got done as quick as possible. You don't have to do the narrative. Get her name, the name section, the charge, and then we're going to let her go. We'll go from there. Tell her I'm going to set her phone in the office.
I just let you know. I told you these airport. I've been saying
That's
it for
crazy.
the past 2-3 days. These airport people have been speeding up and down. I've been trying to catch them.
Around 4:30,
4:30 to
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock is why I tried to
I cannot fathom. Like, I totally understand. Like, if we're coming on site to do an investigation, you can do that. You can't, in fresh pursuit of a vehicle, actively prevent us from doing our job.
I'm not sure if they've been we called it hot pursuit. Maybe it's called fresh pursuit in Florida. We call it hot pursuit. Not sure if they're using the wrong terminology or it's different in different states.
That's what if they had a car chase, he comes there, she just, we're
Safe.
safe? No, that's not how that works.
It's like an embassy.
Absolutely not.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna catch every one of the last one of these employees.
He said he told him to stop. They're on Bodycam. He's threatening he's going to get all the people. That wasn't good.
You don't know if it's a medical emergency. You don't know. You see lights and sirens, you should listen. There shouldn't be any question.
What if they would do that to fire rescue?
And then to just flat out deny it. Is her manager on scene?
No, he's 45 minutes away.
Oh.
You want to hear the good news? You're not going to jail today. You are getting a notice to appear. I'll explain all that in just a minute.
So in lieu of us taking you through the whole booking process and everything, we're going to release you with a court date today, okay? And then allow your company to figure this out and what they really need to do. We're going to step back inside so you don't get soaking wet and explain everything to you.
In lieu of you going to jail, you're going to be given a court date. Your court date is as stated here on June 18th at 2026 at 1 o'clock. Do you understand why this is happening? Have I been perfectly clear when I was sitting there? I believe I requested for you to open the gate 3 times and explain to you that I was trying to conduct a traffic stop. You understand? And you said, well, I got to call my supervisor. Well, that's not an option. When those lights are on and I'm conducting my business, you don't have the right, no matter what, to interfere with that. Had you opened the gate, then we wouldn't be having this conversation.
All right, continue.
Okay, do you understand?
So there's a lot of ignorance here, some ego, and some miscommunication. I'm not sure that they understood that she didn't shut the gate, like the supervisor when he was talking to the police supervisor, when he was talking to her supervisor and saying that she shut the gate. It shuts automatically. You know, I've worked at places like that, like the federal courthouse where I used to work. The gate shuts. You know, people come in with their card, the gate opens, the gate shuts. She's just there monitoring, and if you know something, there's a delivery or whatever, she takes it, she lets them in. If she's under protocol, and what I think with FAA rules and I don't think these police understand the rules. I think they were ignorant. They didn't know the protocol for how things work at an airport like that. Probably the first time that's happened, that type of situation where the gate shuts. But by her just not listening to the officer and opening the gate, that's not obstructing. If he would have been coming and she shuts the gate so he can't get in, well, then that's a little different. That's actually her taking some action to obstruct the officer. She didn't take any action to obstruct the officer. She took inaction to not help the officer, which is a completely different thing. Another thing you have to understand is, an airport, they have big political connections in the city. I mean, I don't know if it's government or a private area. I don't know what's going on there, but these officers way tried to overstep their boundaries for a simple traffic offense. I think when the police supervisor talked to the security supervisor the second time, he realized, oh boy, we better not actually physically take her to jail. So really, they may have thought they had some probable cause to arrest or write her a ticket. They should have just from the get-go, if they were really that adamant about it, just wrote her the ticket, not handcuff her, put her in the police car. That's putting hands on a person. That's taking away their liberty. All right, guys, leave a message right now. What do you think? What do you think is going to happen when this goes to court? Do you think she's obstructing justice, or do you think that the court's going to look at this case and decide it's complete BS? All right, so here's what happened. This was in May. On June 5th, she went to court, and the prosecutor dismissed the case. On June 8th, the judge completely closed the case and was over with. I'm not sure if the powers that be at the airport talked to the government powers and got things going on, or it went to court and they looked at it and like, oh no, this is an illegal arrest. This wasn't a good arrest. It's my opinion that if it's in their protocol and her training that she's not allowed to let somebody in the airport, no matter who they are, without approval, then she's just doing her job. And they tried to bully her. Their egos were hurt. And that's kind of what I feel happened here. Maybe when the supervisor that was on scene should not have made some assumptions, maybe he should have called some higher ups to find out what the protocol is for this type of situation. But this was way overblown for somebody running a stop sign, a routine traffic offense, a simple offense. All right, guys, let me know what you think. Leave me a message in the comments. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to this channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Greeny out.